scenes running the lobbies and HUD behind the scenes running the show. Crop, how you doing tonight?
Oh, I'm doing great. I'm ready for some Chally action, ready to get these finals going. It's going to be a good night of games. I'm really excited for it.
Yeah, first up, we're bringing you the Kraits versus the Nebula, representing the Serpents and Cosmos franchise. We got those season stats up there for you. First thing that jumps out to me, of course, is always that win loss, which the Kraits seem to have a considerable advantage.
Yeah, it's looking like Kraits are actually number one seed from over on the solar side, and Nebulae coming in as the fourth seed on the lunar side. It's going to be an interesting match here, seeing the fourth seed come this far down, and you can see definitely that number one seed status coming from the Kraits side of things here. They've got a little bit of an advantage kind of across the board here. In almost every single facet. And you would probably imagine that from a team that is number one, right?
Yeah, definitely very good performance from both teams. I mean, they did make it here to the grand finals. They've proven their worth. The Cosmos team Nebula had a little bit more of a fight going on. Moving on into the player stats now, we have got one person coming out that has played, I believe 60 is how many games are in the season. So that would be all of the regular season games, but I could be wrong on that. I might need to be double checked on that, but 144 shots with 48
Whew.
goals coming in at a 33.33 perfect one third shooting percentage. So Swifty JV coming out as the top player for the Nebula.
Yeah, and over on the crate side, we got I Dunk, who is looking absolutely lethal with the goals there. 63. Oh my. Yeah, it's looking like some pretty good stats here going kind of across the board. A near 40, looking at 36 for the shooting there. 174 shots. Wow, that is extremely impressive. But it's kind of concerning, I would say, to some extent. The kind of assists don't really match the goal side of things. So I'm wondering if it's going to be just kind of one player comes in, does some hero ball type of deal. But you never know. That's why we're going to go out, play these games. I'm super excited to actually see these things.
Yep, we've got both teams on the field ready to go. So we're going to bring you guys straight into the Challenger Grand Finals for RSC Season 14. The Kraits versus the Nebula lined up on the kickoff. 6 players on the field, 5 minutes on the clock, and we are underway. Starts off, looks like the early advantage is going to go to the blue side, who's going to be the Kraits. Nebula playing on the orange side. Ball still trickling around. Swifty able to clear it down into the blue side corners. Tries to center it out. A little bit of a fake there. Maui comes in with a good save. Clears it away to the midfield.
Oh, and the good demo there, but it doesn't relieve any pressure, and Ben comes in. I really thought the ball was going to go the opposite direction, but no, Ben comes in. Nice little ego challenge over the third player there, and then, starting it off strong, Nebulae up one.
Yeah, really good play there. Noobster with a nice turn in. He was rotating ball side, kind of confusing. You never know whether or not your teammate's going to go for the ball, but he ends up going for the ball and creates the challenge that allows the eventual goal to go in from Ben. Nebula up 1-0. El Dunk out to the middle now, looking for Lonely. Noobster comes in quick. Maui with another good goal line stop, saves the ball and keeps it at 1-0. 4 minutes
Oh,
left
yeah.
on the clock, and Ben able to clear it to the outside. Will come in. L Dunk looking for a teammate in the middle. No one there. Ball sent back the other way, and the blue side will regroup now.
Yeah, we're seeing a bit of back and forth here coming through. Oh, a bit of a miss there, but it's going to be collected by L Dunk, trying to look for mid or going for the solo. As I was saying before, I'm expecting a lot of solo plays from L Dunk there. Going to be a lot of hero ball coming through. I'm sure the mechanics are coming through, but Ben is not having any of that. Another one on the board. 2-0. Ben just doing it.
Yeah, really good touch out there from Swifty. Very underrated thing in this challenger tier is instead of just clearing the ball and saving the ball, look to touch the ball towards your teammates. If your teammate is going to be the quickest one to hit the ball next, then it's a good touch. Swifty puts that on display here. Ben gets another goal, looking to get that hat trick here in game number 1, and it's a 2-0 scoreline for the Nebula.
A bit of a double commit there coming from the Nebulae side of things. Is it Nebula or Nebulae? I'm
I
actually confused.
am honestly not sure. I always thought the plural of nebula was still nebula, or
I
nebulae,
mean,
nebulae,
either way, we got
nebulu.
Lone Lee doing it, though. Holy, we're over here talking about how to pronounce it, and they're over here just putting one away. Getting one back for the crates.
50-50 is going to go in the favor of L Dunk here. Gets
Ooh.
a second one, slots it into the bottom left corner, ties this game up in just the snap of a finger. 3:24 remaining, and we're deadlocked at 2.
Yeah, that was 4 seconds from the previous. They barely got past. It was from 3:28 to 3:24, and we're back to a tied game here. Let's see if somebody can actually come out on top. It's going to be a bit of a back and forth affair here, but we're going to have L Dunk trying to get past Ben. Ben gets shut down quick, so Noob's going to try and go for a back pass, but Lonely's going to be in here trying to get it mid. Maui's up quick to the backboard. Does he get the double? Oh my God, Maui!
Ooh. Goodness. Oh, that just hurts if you are a Nebula fan. Maui slams it off the backboard, comes in from outer space and slams it home. Kraits strike back with 3 in a row, 309. And man, Maui's parents, I believe, are also in the stands watching in the chat. Lonely here just makes it a quick 4-2. I believe that's 4 goals within 40 seconds. And the Kraits have really just opened it up, firing on all cylinders in this last 45 seconds.
Wow. Yeah, just a quick shout out, Maui Destroya. Heard your parents are watching. Big shout out. Hope they get to see you put one through here. So far off to a good start are the Crate side of things. Scoring 4, it's actually within 25 seconds. That is absolutely bananas. The comeback is real, and now they are up with insurance. Can they get another one on, or are Nebula going to come back here?
I will say that the Kraits did look a little rough during Nebula's 2 goals, so it could be potential that this was a little bit of a fluke, or it could be that they just finally opened it up. We're going to see here, but Ben's going to shove one through, cut the scoreline back to 1. Really wants to get that lead back. The Nebula were up 2-0 to start this game, now down 4-3, clawing their way back into game number 1.
Wow, I cannot believe how close this game has been. Halfway through, 1 up. This is going to be a back and forth affair. I can almost guarantee it, and we're seeing that here in the scoreboard. Lonely trying to take over, get it down to L Dunk, but it's going to be cut out here. Ben's going to take over, try and get down to a pass, but is quite a bit behind their player there, so couldn't quite do much with it. Maui going up, got a double commit from the Nebulae side of things. Let's see if they can take advantage. Big jump up from L Dunk, but we see a demo here, so there's going to be a lot of space. Oh, and a dunk on the respawn. Unfortunate spawn there. So you got to wonder, oh, but there you go. The respawn gods weren't on your side, but maybe the ball will be. No, not quite. Let's see if Ben can take over here.
Swifty's going to start the attack now for the Nebula. Going to be challenged early by Maui. It's a little bit of ping pong ball. No one really getting good control. Touches back and forth. Looking for that opening in the midfield. Ben might have it here. Does get the control. Beats 2 players. Can't beat the third. Maui sends a long one back towards the net. Swifty's going to be a little awkward. Really good control here up the wall, but L Dunk able to send it back across. That is still going to be Crate advantage, but Nebula and Kraits both doing a good job at controlling the midfield and not letting each other have too much time to control the ball.
Yeah, things are kind of slowed down here a bit. There's just a lot more challenges going at the midfield here. You can see not a ton of possession. We do see a couple beats from time to time. It's a good opportunity there. Maui comes in off the backboard. Do we see it again? Oh, just off the post. Couldn't quite get around the frame, but those doubles are looking so lethal. I was not expecting that to come out here, but you know what? That's why we're doing the Chally finals, baby. You love to see it.
Yeah, now if you're Nebulae now, you've seen that twice, you know that it's not a fluke. You have to control your own backboard. If you leave your own backboard open and you get scored on that way, that's your own fault. But Lonely's going to come in, do it from the middle of the field, no backboard needed. Swifty gets a rough touch on the outside. Ben rotates around, tries to get back there, but can't quite read the shot. Lonely puts it behind him, puts the scoreline back at 2+ for the Kraits. So it's going to be a 5-3 scoreline going into the last 40 seconds.
Yeah, let's see how things shake out here. See if Ben can get one back quick. Got a good opportunity, just a little bit high. Swifty coming in quick. And we're back to 1 yet again. Back and forth. Good pressure here off the kickoff for Ben to get it up. Instead of going for net, gonna just say that it was a tactical pass down to Swifty. Got one past. Really good placement there to finish it all up. And we're back to 1 just 6 seconds later.
50-50 in the middle, 35 seconds remaining for the Nebulae to bring this game back to even, and they get it! Ball sneaks under Lonely off the shot from Ben, and we have a 5-5 scoreline with 31 seconds remaining. Hat trick on either side of the field. Ben securing his fourth with that one. And we have a game, folks.
Yeah, I love these games here where we got 30 seconds left and we're still no closer to seeing who is actually going to win this one. This first one's going to be a big one. For everyone that's just tuning in, this is the Chally Finals. Oh, best of 7, but Maui wants to get this first one started off quick. Good pass down, pop towards mid. Just the patience right there in the box.
That's going to be a little bit of comfort for the Kraits, but there is still 24 seconds left to play. A lot of goal swings happening in this game. The Nebulae still have not gotten their lead back after throwing the 2-0 lead early on in the game after the 4-goal swing in 25 seconds. They've got 15 seconds here to tie it back up, but Lonely's going to get it across the net. L Dunk can't quite make the connection, and this is going to be the final attacking play for the Nebulae. Gonna fizzle out. Maui brings it back into the orange corner, centers it out, doesn't need to center it out, finds the far post of the net, rolls in with 1 second remaining, and that will be the game at 7-5 for the Kraits.
Wow, and what a statement there coming out. First and foremost, a 12-goal game to start this whole series off. Oh my word, that's astounding to see, but that's a big statement there for the Kraits to come out, not only getting to come from behind early in the game there, but also to put up 7. Astounding.
Yeah, really good effort from both teams, and we'll give one quick word to the man with the plan behind the scenes. If we could get a little bit of a bump increase on the game audio, seems to be a little low according to our fans back home. But yes, back to the game. We've got 3 hat tricks coming out in the game now.
Wow.
Maui picking up one in his playoff day or in his grand finals debut in front of his parents as well on the stream. Lonely picks up 3 with 700 points, and Ben picking up 4 himself. Lonely, definitely my VIP or VIP, sorry, MVP of game
MVP.
number 1. 100% shooting percentage and assisted all 4 other goals. No question in my mind. Outstanding play in game number 1.
Yeah, that is a really big statement there to come out and get the 700 points, as you were saying, not only putting up a hattie themselves, but also assisting the remainder. There's a lot of really good forward pushes coming through for this crate side of things, but you saw on the other side of things, Nebulae, 1 save apiece for everyone on the team. So they did do really well on both sides of the field, were balanced the whole way through, but just couldn't quite eke it out with a 7-5 victory. I still cannot believe that's how we're gonna start things off. 7-5.
Yeah, and I think it could lead to a little bit of a backlash for the rest of the series, to be honest. The fans at home are now expecting this really high scoring shootout type of action. Both of these teams came out. They know what's going on with each other. I think it's pretty clear that you have to defend your own backboard if you're Nebulae. And if you're Kraits, you got to stop giving up the center of the field in front of your own net. Almost every goal came from there. And now these teams kind of know what's going on. I think we're going to see a lot lower scoring game. I wouldn't expect either of these teams to get more than 3 goals. Now, if they do, then that's probably going to be how the rest of the series is played out. We're going to see these, 8, 9, 10 goal games. Plus 10 is hard to predict again, but it's possible for sure.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of times, especially with that first game in the series, kind of that feeler game, things can be a little bit more back and forth, a little bit more wild, a little bit more crazy, if you will. But you know what? As we're getting into this second game here, go ahead, ladies and gentlemen, get your predictions in, use your channel points, see how this next one is going to go. And you know what? I'm expecting a back and forth affair here yet again, but we will see here in a moment. What do you think, Croc?
I do really think that we're going to see the Kraits come out and take game number 2 as well. They played really well in game number 1. They have the momentum. A long shot there. Swifty able to send it out to the left side, but they are just all over the Nebulae right now. Nebulae do have the opportunity, though. I don't think it's a clear winner here, but I do think that the Kraits have the current advantage.
We'll see what happens here. Going to be a push down. Ben's going to take over in the corner here. Grab the big boost. Lonely's waiting up on the corner. Going to be a bit of a slow play here, but the dunk comes through. Should be just as far as Swifty, but there's going to be a race for it. Maui tries to go up quick. Noob's up for the challenge there. Ben's going to collect the ball. Plenty of space and full boost. Goes for the flick. Good placement, but just couldn't quite get it past the defender there. And you can see things have kind of slowed down a little bit. Going for a little bit more possession, playing it a little bit slower, going for the dribbles. You can see here, yet again, playing it slow in the corner. You got to see the switch up, and that's what I was expecting coming into game 2.
Ben starting an attack here. L Dunk is going to keep it out to the right side. Swifty comes in, does get the dunk, can't beat Lonely. Noobster challenge in the midfield, beat by L Dunk. L Dunk goes for the ground to air dribble, pops it high, goes across the net. Ben doesn't have to make a save there, so waits, gets control on the wall. Gonna be looking for a shot here. Doesn't quite get all of it, so L Dunk with the easy catch and save. Takes it down the field, but easy put back by Noobster. Another midfield battle going on, and we did see one of these in game number 1 that was pretty nice, lasted for about 45 seconds. Neither team really controlled the ball. Everyone playing pretty well, good challenges, and I think that might be what we're in for more of the rest of the series as opposed to a 30-second stint in one game.
Yeah, I don't imagine that to be replicated kind of across the board at all tonight, but we're going to see here is a big push down, and the Noobster's going to have to play it to the side. You can see that they're not letting anything go backboard anymore. They're getting up quick, challenging that ball, not letting it happen. Ben going for a bit of a pre-jump attempt there. Maui shuts it down. L Dunk going for a self-pass off the wall. Do we see a little flick here? No, it's a little pop. Gets it past 1, a bump on 2. Can they get it in? No, Noobster recovers there, but Maui is up quick. Can they get the angle? Shut down by Swifty. The defense there is looking clean. But the pre-jump, Ben has to send it out. Another bump coming through, so let's see if they can get one past. No, Ben is clearing the field here, not letting anything come through the box.
Yeah, the double bump I really thought was going to be enough to let one sneak through, but the scoreline holds 0-0. At this point in game number 1, I think we already saw a 5-4 scoreline. Kind of crazy to think coming into game number 2 now. Really good soft touch from Swifty here. Has the opportunity, throws one soft on net. Double commit, but they do make the save. This could be an opportunity for the Nebulae, but they put it up slow on the backboard. Good clear away from L Dunk, and the Kraits reset. Ball trickling around in the midfield. Swifty with possession, dribbling it in. We'll keep it down in the blue corner, but nothing really great happening yet. Cleared away by Maui, sent back in by Noobster, just to be stopped by L Dunk, and we're seeing that back and forth play happen in the midfield again.
Yeah, going back and forth, a lot of 50s, but the 50s are starting to become a little bit more wild. Oh, almost the own goal. Can they get it in? No, just barely off the frame. That was such a good opportunity. The Noobster's going to try and keep this in, see if they can keep that forward momentum. Ooh, L Dunk with a big play there, getting the big clear down. Ben's got to take over. Barely gets it past 1. Maui's up for the big 50, not letting it go through. Oh, but a demo here. Should be an opportunity. Swifty turns away, but actually goes back for it and gets the dunk. Allows it to come through. Maui gonna have to do a lot here on the backboard. Does just enough. Noobster's probably gonna go for backboard. You'll love to see it, but can they get it back on frame? No, not quite. Oof. You can see the backboard coming through now for the Nebulae side of things, trying to make magic of their own, but it seems like it's either not a follow-up shot or just somebody's not quite close enough. It's the Kraits are kind of doing a little bit of extra space for the backboard, but it's not really getting lethal at this point.
Yeah, I do like the Nebula's plan of attack, though, because eventually one of those is going to fall in the perfect spot for the shot, and they will get that first and opening goal of game number 2, and with so little time left in the game, it could be deadly. Let's see if they go for the backboard again as they continue this attack. Noobster in the midfield, just going to put it on net. L Dunk sends away, but Ben there to collect. Puts it up high, looking for the second touch. Beat by L Dunk, sent towards the net by Swifty. Would have been wide, but Lonely there anyways. Clock hits 0, ball still alive in the air. L Dunk going to be first one up to challenge. No one in the net, the demo, but no! Keep it in the air, it touches the ground. We've got our first overtime in the grand finals.
Oh, that is heartbreak if you're the Nebulae side of things. You had the demo, you had the forward momentum, just barely couldn't keep it up in the air, but you go to overtime and you start things off here with some good pressure in the corner. Maui's going to send it down. The Noobster trying to clear it out. Ben with the continuation to make sure that this continues down to the net almost. Backboard for Noobster. Swifty comes in. Ben is third man. Bang! 25 seconds. Ben puts it away.
And the hero for the Nebulae here in game number 2. A little bit of a double fake there in front of the net. Eldunk has no idea what's going on. Can't decide whether to chase the ball down or sit back for the save. Tries to get there in time. Can't quite do it. Ben puts home the goal. The lone goal for game number 2 after coming away from a 12-goal ordeal in game number 1.
Yeah, that's a bit more of what I was expecting after the big shootout there. Things tend to slow down for the second, and now I'm expecting to see a little bit of back and forth for the games here. A lot of times teams will kind of change their strategy back and forth, but we're seeing some pretty good stats here for the Nebulae, especially with the 5 saves from Swifty. I mean, that really says a lot for why this was such a low scoring affair. There's 7 on the side of Nebulae, and let me see if I can do this math here, 6 on the side of Kraits.
Yeah, and honestly, Swifty just played an outstanding game, not only on the defensive line, but also in the midfield. Constantly talking about his challenges, how he had control of the ball, getting it into the crate. And I think the game got it right here. Ben did score the only goal, so that does kind of give you a little bit of recency bias, but I do think Swifty deserves the MVP here in game number 2.
Yeah, especially with the assist there. I mean, really putting in a lot of work, and you're seeing the transition in that midfield play coming through more and more. I'm expecting a lot of that to kind of happen as we continue this series, especially with the Chally side of things. That midfield battle, a lot of those big 50s, and the ball kind of shooting off into any which direction. But I'm interested to see, are the Kraits going to continue with backboard, kind of leaving it empty? Can the Nebulae really take advantage of that? Because last game they tried time and time again to go to that backboard, but it just was ever so slightly off. So I'm interested to see if they stick with that strategy.
Yeah, get your predictions in. We got another one live. Game number 3 is already underway. Maui Destroyer trying to get a little bit of something going on the right side of the field. Dunk has to come in and help him out. Noobster, first one challenged in the corner. Ball will stay in the Nebulae side. Maui Destroyer looking for a teammate in the center. Gets a great pass. Lonely is there. Can't quite get all of it, and that's going to fall wide. Noobster trying to get it down into the crate side. Starting an attack of his own. 4:30 left in game number 3, and we're still scoreless, but it has been close for the Kraits.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. It has. It's been going both ways here, but Kraits have had really good pressure and really good time in the orange half here. Can they keep this going? Dunk pass down to Lonely. Not quite enough to get it. Oh, actually does get around one, but not enough to get it on frame. A double commit there from the Kraits side of things. Things are going to slow down for the offensive push for a brief moment. And even more so if there's a miss. Ben has an opportunity to go over. Ben gets over one, but Maui shuts it down in the backside of things and goes for the push out. Now going to grab boost and ball into the corner. Can they get a flick down mid? No. Noobster shuts it down. Dunk goes past and actually gets a little bit of a wall pinch, but can't catch it. Oh, doesn't have enough boost. And Swifty goes for, we'll call it a tactical fake. And then the big 50 win from Lonely coming on the side, going to send it actually back down to their own side. So it's going to be a bit of an interesting ball here. Floater down mid, but nobody up from the Nebulae side, letting it settle. Going to try and get a push on their own behalf. Try and make things happen. Ooh, but not quite another miss. Dunk has an opportunity to the side for Lonely. Just going to take it himself and gets one over Dunk. What a play.
Yeah, really good catch here in midfield. Gets a soft touch up. Noobster comes in with the bump, but it just isn't quite enough. Swifty reads it, but reads it a slight bit too late. Dunk able to pop it over the defenders. Opens up the scoring here in game number 3. There are still 3 minutes and 15 seconds left now, so I don't think we're going to see another one-goal affair, but it is possible. Ben here is going to try and start an attack for the Nebulae, trying to get the score evened up. Dunk there to send it away. Looks like Swifty's going to have some time here, but Dunk with a sharp turn in the midfield will disrupt that play, and now it's actually in favor of the Kraits. Nebulae send it back down. Lonely in the corner. Trying to get it by Ben. Ben will get a good challenge into the midfield. Oh, the team bump, but Noobster able to get the shot away. Lonely there for the save, but man, you can't help but wonder if Swifty would have scored the first one. Doesn't matter. Comes in, scores the second one, ties it up. 2:44 remain.
Yeah, I thought that team bump was going to be the end of the offensive push there, but it actually somehow managed to work out in their favor. They were actually continued that play. I wasn't really expecting that, but hey, sometimes things just happen the way they happen. This is Rocket League. Lonely, going to try and clear it out. Maui with a big clear down. Noob's got a lot to do. Takes it to the corner. Does well enough for the moment. A double commit. Let's see if there's going to be a big clear. Yes, Shifty trying to get it down. Swifty, not Shifty. Close enough. Lonely going up for one. Can't get it past. Does get it past one. See if they can grab this boost. Yes, and ball. There's a gut opportunity. Got to get it past one. L Dunk coming in. Oh, just a little bit slow on the opportunity there. Couldn't quite get around.
Like there's gonna be a little bit of a momentum swing here for the Kraits. The Kraits are putting on some pressure right now. Noobster has to make an epic save there. Swifty a miss on the back wall, but Ben sends one far and wide, unfortunately to the right. 1-1 here with 150 remaining, and now Ben for the Nebulae is trying to get something started, but L-Dunk's gonna say no and take it down with no boost. We'll beat one, a little bit of a near post rotation, another team bump for the Nebulae. They've got to get this positioning and spacing back down. Shot on net will be sent away, but L-Dunk keeps the pressure. Maui Destroyer can't come in yet, so Dunk goes in again. Sent away, and now the Kraits will recoup and oh, excuse me. You can take it away.
You will survive. Let's see, Swifty. Putting one on. Oh, just barely gets around one. Maui couldn't quite get up to it, but Lonely was there, and another one coming through. Ben, really good pressure coming through. Just continue to put on testing shots, make the defense jump. You saw there was a double commit there. Noobster pop off the backboard, just out enough to get another one on the board for the Nebulae there. 113 remaining, up by one. Lonely, Swifty. Oh, Maui actually comes out clean with it. Goes for the pop and gets it over. Maui, I was not expecting this come out so clean after this big 50 there. Ben was just cheating up a little bit too far. And Noob playing the right position. Just wasn't expecting such a high pop there. Really well played from Maui.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the super fast cheat from the middle, and that's why. Doesn't have enough time to react. Maui's there, gets the ball on net. Good goal for the Kraits. They tie it up. Spoiler alert, I did not die. Doing okay. You know.
Let's go.
We regain. Ball down to Maui's car now. Gonna start something off the backboard. L-Dunk able to get touched there, but not on net. Noobster will half flip away. Good to see the half flip put to use and other than just rotating back. Ben now in the midfield. Challenges Maui Destroyer. Forces him across the field instead of down the field. Will hit up on the backboard. Ben there to play the defense, but Lonely with a really good catch off the wall. Centers it out. L-Dunk on the net. Noobster, what a save! Keeps the scoreline at 2-2 in the late minute of the game.
I thought that was a guaranteed goal. That was such a good play. The pass was flawless, but the save, they get another one. Wow, Swifty with the pre-jump. Can they get another? They can. Noobster has to take over here. Lonely's up quick, but it's just going to go as far back as Swifty. Goes for the backboard play, but L-Dunk was ready. Ben gonna put it to the corner. Can they get around? There's two up. There's an open fret. Oh my, what is that dunk? Overtime in game 3. Here we go.
Overtime again in game 3. Second overtime in a row. Last time was 0-0. This time it's 2-2. I think Kraits have the opening advantage. The Nebulae do not have all of their momentum lost. Couple big saves keeping them in the game. Let's see if they can build on it, or if the Kraits will just keep on the unrelenting pressure. One sent towards the top right there. Won't find its way on frame. Noobster here. Open net. Won't be able to catch up to it. Opts for the pass. Swifty up early. Does beat Lonely off the backboard. A miss by L-Dunk. Could have been the goal, but Maui there to clear it to the outside. Noobster's going to reset the attack here out of the corner, looking for a teammate in the center. No one there, so L-Dunk will send it away, and the Kraits live to fight another day.
Well, Dunk's dangerous here, going for a bump. Oh, Lonely couldn't get around it. Lonely's going to have to turn, though. There was a demo behind. Noobster's going to come in, clear it out. L-Dunk going for the control against the wall, but, of course, gets challenged at the midfield. Seems like it's going to be going back and forth here in the midfield a little bit, but Ben, good opportunity. Maui gets one out and gets a little bit of a pre-jump, if you want to call it that. Do we see a slow roller? No, just barely off. I thought after that demo we would see a slow roller, but no. L-Dunk low on boost. Couldn't quite catch up with it. Lonely's got a lot to do in the corner here. Maui setting up, but Ben is coming in quick. Oh, just off the post. L-Dunk's going to have to take over here and get a big clear out. We're just about at the 130 mark. I don't see anything coming through quite yet.
Not quite yet, but there has been a lot of opportunity. Really good defensive goal line plays from most here. I think Nebulae were the closest to scoring there. Unfortunately, they just couldn't convert on the empty net slow roller. Noobster with an opportunity here to get the ball center out of the corner. Doesn't quite center out. Swifty, another team
Team
bump
bump.
from Nebulae. This one could be the nail in the
Oh,
coffin, and it is. The team bumps have not really hurt them till now, but this one is going to be deadly.
it's so unfortunate on the backside of things there. But, it happens. It's a high pressure situation. But you know what? Good on Kraits to see and take advantage of that team bump there. Just send another tester down onto frame, and they made it happen. Wow.
Yeah, really good play. I do think I'm going to have to give Dunk the MVP on this one. Lonely with an incredible game, good 3 saves, but I think he did get an epic save that was credited on a double commit. So I can't give too much credit there. The points tell a different story, but did play still a good game. I just think Dunk was the more valuable player on the Crates roster for this particular outing in game number 3. But interestingly enough, Noobster coming in with the most points in the lobby on the losing team.
Yeah, I was just looking at that there. Nebulae was doing really well, just kind of across the board. The amount of saves that they had, they did get 2 goals up there, both of which were assisted by the Noobster, who also had 4 saves. So doing really well. Just those little tiny differences where Nebulae isn't quite able to get a lot of pressure behind the ball to really get that final shot in is the difference maker for me. That I'm seeing. It's nothing huge. Obviously, the team bumps are a bit detrimental to you winning in overtime, but before you even get to that point, obviously we can put a microscope on the one piece that happened right at the game close, but if you're going back and forth here, the Nebulae have a good opportunity. They were doing what they needed to do. So let's see in this game 4, Kraits up 2-1 in the series. Let's see if the Nebulae can tie things back up.
Ben off the kickoff. Wilson Dunk into the corner with the possession of the ball. Guys, you got about 20 seconds left to get your money and points in. Did you just lose 64,000 on Nebulae? Try to get that money back. Double down right now on game number 4. Can they make it 2-2 in the series? Vote on your hero, Ben. And now Swifty off the backboard, can't get the jump up behind the ball, ends up under it, sends it high. Ben now on the back, corralling the ball, gets demoed for his efforts. Lonely looking for a teammate in the center. Dunk with the ball side rotation could make things a little complicated here, but does end up getting a solid touch on the ball in the midfield to fizzle out the counterattack.
He's got a lot to do. Swifty up quick again. But that first really good opportunity there was exactly what I was talking about, where they do everything that they need to do up until that very last shot. It's just ever so slightly off. And for the time being, the Nebulae is going to stay on the offensive side for the moment. However, now he's trying to clear this out. Swifty, do we see the hero ball? Oh, wow, what a touch there from Lonely. Cleared out to not allow that double to come through. Noob pushing up his third man, but did just enough. So Lonely's got to go up quick here. Swifty gets it around, goes for the pop, but no, misses. And we'll say that there's just tactical fakes coming in left and right. Nobody knows who's actually going to touch the ball, except it's Ben. And again, couldn't quite get around the ball there.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if this is like what's going on with the Crates, but they just seem like they're out of sorts right now. It doesn't look super great from them. They're still like, you can tell they've still got their instincts with them, but that they seem to not be playing as a team. Nebulae, in my opinion, definitely have the advantage right now, and they need to strike while the iron's hot, or else they're going to allow the Crates to get their mental back set, get the chemistry flowing again, and really come back out and be a force to be reckoned with.
Oh, speaking of which, are they going to do that here? Dunk with a big clear down, and Noobster managed to spawn ball side, and so yes, indeed they do. Maui, Destroya, putting one in. You could just see everything kind of collapsing there for the Nebulae side of things. There was a ball side spawn, unfortunately, and just couldn't get enough on there. As you were saying, there was so much momentum going on the Nebulae side of things. They just could not finish it out.
Yeah, and I think that it's easy to say that the Nebulae may have played that poorly and kind of like given up their pressure. But I really think they did everything that they could have done in that counterattack, besides dodging the demo, and spawning on the
Oh.
wrong side.
Oh.
That is very unfortunate coming off the back wall dunk with the double jump fake, I believe. Gets the jump here, and I believe here that's the double jump. I don't think that quite faked out Ben. I think it was just a little bit of a misread. But either way, Ben goes up on the wall, can't quite make the read for the save. Nebulae are down 2-0, and they do look a little slow out of the gate off after that first goal that kind of sucked away their momentum. They're gonna have to find a way to bring it back now.
Yeah, I'm really glad that that wasn't me in the lobby because I had to just hit him with the calculated spam, to be honest. Sometimes you just got to take those and call it the L. If you're getting a goal, you're getting a goal. Oof, doesn't matter how pretty it is. And for the time being, it is Kraits who have turned this game around. I really thought the Nebulae were going to be able to do it. And back post shot. Noobster's able to recover just in time, but Maui Destroya is doing big work here on the offensive side. Ben gonna try and take over, doesn't get it, so Noobster's gonna come in to take over. Lonely's gonna send one down just as far as the defense, so Maui's gonna take over to the corner, tries to get something going here, does get a 50. Lonely coming in, gets past one, but Ben's gonna be there. Good rotations coming through as far as the goal line, but they're not getting a lot out. It's just one clear, but it's only ever as far as a Kraits player at about midfield, and they're just immediately putting it back into the box.
2-0 here with 120 remaining in favor of the Kraits. Swifty now trying to get something started for the Nebulae. Eldunk and the Kraits are doing a really fantastic job of keeping the ball in the orange half of the field in the later half of this game. I've got to say, Maui here beats one. A little bit of a double commit, but they have the opportunity. Is someone going to be center? Eldunk gets the pass out, and he does come in, but the ball is going to hit the backboard. Great play by Ben to not allow that one to go behind the defense and into the back of the net. Maui now in the corner, a little bit of an awkward rotation. Will jump up for a defensive play here. Ball trickles out to the center. Eldunk there in time. Swifty a little bit slow on that one. Doesn't quite pounce whenever he needs to.
Oof, another double there, but I mean the difference maker for me really that I'm seeing is when the Kraits are coming out, they're going for a lot more dribbles and possession play, and on the other side of things, Nebulae are just kind of booming it out. I think they're playing a little bit scared, just down by 2. But you know what? We got to look at the series as a whole. Best of 7s. You can go back and forth here a little bit, but holy, looks like the Kraits are shutting it down, putting the clamps on them. Ben trying to take over here. No, Maui, of course, up quick and gets it past mid. Joe, big fakes. Do we see it go in?
Oh my goodness.
Yes. You love to see it. Maui destroy a L-Dunk going in with the big calculated fakes. Miss jump, and get past the third.
Eldunk just had everybody on a string right there. He had everyone's attention, got him hooked, and then just yoinked them all away whenever he missed that ball. Maui gets the goal there. Kraits take the win. That is going to be their win for game number 4, and Maui with the MVP. I think a deserved MVP as well. Puts in 2 goals off of 3 shots, coming in with the cycle, almost a double. Gets the assist on Eldunk's solo goal as well. And man, that was just that was kind of beautiful to watch. And what was interesting to me is how slow the crates came out at the beginning of the game. Nebulae had 2 key points in this game where they had a ton of pressure and just were unable to convert. And it's shown with those just 3 shots. The pressure is really great, right? But if you can't put shots on the net, then your pressure is almost worthless. It does mean something, so it's not totally worthless, but you've got to steer balls to the net, make the other team make a save, make them make a bad touch, recover on it, and then score the goal off of the second touch. They've got to do a better job at that, and I think that they can definitely bring the series back to a 3-3 if they can do a little bit better job there.
Yeah, I mean, they were keeping things clean there for the beginning for quite some time, and that's what we saw in game 2, the 0-0 taking it to overtime. That's kind of what the Nebulae side of things need. They can't let the Kraits start to push down, because when they start to get any sort of offensive pressure, it's really dangerous. But, if you're looking at the Nebulae side of things, it's just giving the ball away time and time again, and the Kraits just seem like they're going to absorb that pressure and just push it back down. So let's see here. This could be if the Kraits win this game right here and right now, this could be their championship game. Let's see if can be stopped and the Nebulae can bring it back in the series.
Prediction is up. Will the Kraits end the Nebulae's Grand Finals run here and now, or will they live to see game number 6? Make sure you get it in the chat. If you lost twice in a row on Ben, make sure to triple down on your hero. He's not going to let you down this time. I promise that we will take your points and put them to good use. The house does not always win here at RSC. You know, we give it out to the lower betters for the Kraits, but oh my god, the hero almost puts one through. Can't quite get it, and the opening moments of game number 5 remain scoreless. 4:10 left to play.
I feel like that's happened time and time again for the Nebulae. They get so close to that final touch to get it through and just can't quite do it. Now that the Kraits have settled into their rhythm, they're looking dangerous. Maui trying to take it out just as far as the sidewall, going for a pop. An L-Dunk coming in to try and continue, but it doesn't happen. Swifty with a big push. Lonely's a bit awkward, but does just enough to clear out of the box. But Noobster comes in, tries to get it past. No. Gonna be up. Swifty, backboard, but it does bounce to the side rather than back towards mid. It's Ben going for a big 50. See if we get a roller or a bounce. It is a bounce, and it was read by the Kraits side of things. Maui is so clean right now. Maui's looking so good.
Yeah, they are looking good, but it is still scoreless, still anyone's game. L-Dunk is going to try and change that here out of his own end. Gets the pass across to Lonely. Lonely is there to read Swifty's touch. I was a little worried when he turned back away from the pass, but now that's going to sit around. L-Dunk is up, and he reads it. What a beautiful play. A little bit of a slow launch from the near post on the defender there. Noobster just cheats out a little too much. Ben on the far post just doesn't quite have the momentum to get there. Great opening goal from the Kraits.
Yeah, pinch off the top ropes there to get it in. I mean, you're really putting an exclamation point on this championship game here if this continues the way that the current scoreline is. It's a really good way to start things out. Maui trying to do a lot here in the corner. Does just enough to buy time for L-Dunk to come in. Ben gonna collect the ball, but again, it's only as far as the defender. It's one touch, and then the defenders come through for the Kraits. Maui coming through. L-Dunk gonna have a race here. Actually plays it slow. I like that touch a lot there from L-Dunk to play it slow instead of trying to beat the oncoming offender. Ben, pop up. Oh, Maui with a bit of an awkward touch here. Do we see one go in finally? Waterfall. Nobody is there yet again. No pressure down in towards the middle there for the Nebulae side of things.
Yeah, I don't care what TLC has to say. You need to go chasing those waterfalls. That's a really good opportunity to get a goal on the board, especially when you're down by 1. And now you're still trailing, and the pressure is already kind of fizzled out. You got to reset now from your back end. Let's see if Swifty can do it here. Lonely's going to challenge early. Does get the ball over the head of 1, over the head of 2, into the middle of the field. Double commit on the shot. Maui misses, but it doesn't matter. Lonely able to get the second one for the Kraits in.
Wow, all by themselves. Lonely, that was disgusting. What a shot. 2-0, 2-0-2 on the clock. They're just looking like they want this series to be over with. The whole team is coming alive here in this Game 5.
Nebulae need to put 2 in the net in order to keep their Grand Finals hopes alive. Maui almost makes it a third. Can't quite put that nail in the coffin. Not sure if the second one will be the final nail that is needed, or if they'll need a third to break through. A little bit of a misplay here on the defensive end. Short near post pass, and Noobster's going to put this one in. Cuts the scoreline in half, and the Nebulae are not done yet. They are not ready to go home.
Oh, yeah, I like that there from Ben to put it on the backboard. Whether it was intentional or not, actually baited out the defender. So was able to get past, down by 1, 1:39 remaining. Lonely with a slow kickoff strat, actually, to get it down. Ben's going to have to try and take over here. L-Dunk doing the same strat, going to the backboard, and gets a demo. Oh, my, of course. You put it mid. Maui is going to be there every time. Beautifully done.
That, ladies and gentlemen, was a fantastic play. Gets the second touch on the ball to get the ball center. and gets the demo, just leaves everybody on the Nebulae defense scratching their heads, wondering who the heck is next to touch the ball, and they're still recovering from it as they allow the kickoff goal to go in. 4-1 for the Kraits. I do not see Nebulae coming back from this. I know it's a little early, but the fat lady's about ready to come sing the praises of the Kraits on stage.
Yeah, they're looking so clean and they're just doing everything right at the end here. The pressure has not been going Nebulae's way. They're not getting that second man position really covered, so they're getting stuff in mid, but then nothing really comes of it. So the Kraits are really showing how it's done. Get it down mid and get somebody. Don't read that. Oh my word, I thought they were going to read that off the backboard. Lonely coming in for another shot opportunity. L Dunk trying to get it back in. Doesn't quite, but does continue this push. Trying to get it back down mid. It's going to be a floater here for Ben, only as far as Lonely yet again. Swifty awkward underneath the ball. Very awkward under the ball. And the bump. No shot. That's what goes in. L Dunk. Wow.
That was just truly unfortunate if you're Noobster there. You're reading that touch from Lonely the whole way, and Lonely is, he's just gonna leave the ball. And he also leaves you in the dust. Very unfortunate there if you're Noobster. 5-1 for the Kraits. Nebulae are now just kind of playing for their own mental sanity. 4 goals in 40 seconds. Is it possible? Yes. But unfortunately, they have had an issue executing for the entire series, besides game number one, where we saw a 7-5 scoreline. Krait's able to come back and put 5 back on the
Oh, there
board.
it
Not
is.
the 7 from game one, but it's one less. And they get the Brazil. 29 seconds remain.
Yeah, I hope everybody's got their bags packed. Everyone has their passports because we might be going on a trip to Brazil here. We've got plenty of time left, but let's see if the Nebulae can shut that down just under 30 seconds. Let's see how things go with this kickoff here. Maui gets it to the side. It's going to be a race for the boost. Swifty gets the boost and the ball with a pinch there. So Noobster's going to be up quick. Doesn't get any forward momentum on it, so Swifty has to come in. Off the backboard, L Dunk plays patiently. Ben's been bumped, but gets back to it just in time. Maui's going for a big read here. Can't get it. L Dunk to the side. Noobster's going to have to clear this back down into the zone. Does so. See if we can get, a double commit. L Dunk trying to get to it. No, Swifty shuts it down. And it's looking like this is it. Ladies and gentlemen, we have your victors. The Kraits 4-1 in the series. Wow.
Kraits take home the Season 14 Challenger Grand Finals Championship. Congratulations to El Dunk, Lonely, Maui, Destroya. Keep your eyes on the chat. We will have a voting poll coming up to see who you think your MVP of the series is. It is already up. HUD's yelling at me. Please tell him to stop. He is embarrassing me in front of my friends. If I had to pick my MVP, definitely for game number 5 here, definitely Eldunk. No one's gonna argue that. But man, it's so hard for me between Eldunk and Lonely. I think Eldunk will probably take it in the chat for recency bias, but Lonely had an incredible series.
I mean, all three players just really put in work there. It was a balanced effort. I didn't really see one player take over completely, but I did see a lot of good things coming through. And GG's to both sides. GG's to Nebulae. They put a good fight out there. I cannot believe still that game one scoreline 7-5, and then immediately 0-0 overtime into game two. What a series back and forth. But hey, Kraits take it, and congratulations to them. Did great work, and yeah, I'm just honestly, what a series right there.
Yeah, we've got just about 15% of you that have voted. 15%. There's 120 of you in here, and like 12 of you have voted. Well, like 15 of you have voted. Go vote. Vote for your MVP. You were all here. You were watching the games. You know what you saw. Go pick your MVP. Vote.
Make it happen.
Vote.
Make your voice be heard. Vote.
It's like
Make it happen,
subliminal
ladies and
messaging.
gents.
All right, moving
Alrighty.
on into the not quite cream of the crop, but we are jumping up